Oh, sorry there. You must have caught me on my new VR headset. You know, I've been thinking, it must be really good to be rich. I mean, I already am, but that's besides the point. I mean, I have this amazing piece of equipment. But you know, some people just can't afford it. Or they just don't have the room for it. Or maybe just don't know if they want to really buy it. But what if they could? What if people could be transported to a new reality and experience things that they just wouldn't? What if the poor could experience what the rich feel? And you know, through my own generosity, to give to the public and general people, I introduce the VR van. Oh, wait, what? I introduce the VR van.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for! Wow!
Okay, Douglas, you may be thinking, why would you do this? Well, let me tell you, I mainly wanted money. Now, did you know that only 6% of the UK population actually has a VR that they're able to use? Now, that's only 5% from the 1%, which, now that's only 5% from the 1%. That when you think about it, that's really just the 1%. Now, this just can't stand. This is utterly ridiculous. Okay, now these things can be 500 to $1,000. Ain't no way I'm paying that price. You think I'm gonna get caught dead paying that? I mean, I am, but that's 500 quid is ridiculous. And to my ghetto viewers, you might just not have enough room for the actual VR headset. I mean, most of them you have to plug up to a PC, which you might also not have. That's also another expense. Then you also need the actual room to use the thing. And that's not even mentioning that you also need to pay the games. So I conducted a survey, or was told to conduct a survey, and asked a bunch of questions. Now, I got a whopping 24 responses from this amazing survey that I conducted and constructed myself. The first question I asked was if you have a VR headset, and 79%, around about 19 people, said they do. No, they don't. Now, for the people that said no, I then asked another question. If you know, maybe there's a reason why. And I gave a couple things to pick, and the main one was price, with almost 50%. Here are the other one, though. A couple other statistics. Shenanigans stuff are happening here. Maybe it's here, or maybe it's there. I don't know. Nothing's happening there. Right. My favourite question. If you could buy a VR headset, would you, and why? Now, these responses were really bad. Now, the reason why is because they were done by brain-dead people, mostly. Not everyone was brain-dead, but a lot of them were. Like, 3 devil emojis. Now, I don't know what devious acts of gooning you want to get up to on that VR headset, but I know what this person wants to do. They want to watch VR porn. Now, get the hell away from me, you freak of nature, you. I don't want to see anything about VR porn. Okay, that's disgusting. Get out of my responses right now, son. Now, my final question is how much would you be willing to spend on a VR headset? Now, I got another amazing response like $2. Now, I don't mean $2. No, it was spelled Dora. Now, I don't know which one of you racist ass people said that, but I will find you and give you a firm handshake. What are the other answers I got? Well, they were mainly between the range of 170 to 200 and 300 pounds. Maybe one got up to 500. Now, what did we all gain from this? Well, it's basically what I've been telling you the whole time. It's expensive. Also, people shouldn't have rights, because if they have rights, they'll give answers like VR porn. We can't have that. You know, maybe Stalin and Lenin were onto something. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Back to you in the studio, Douglas. This fascinating piece of evidence that I have now brought to myself that I can actually make something now. I had to assemble a team of myself. I actually have to design the van. That's the challenging part. I hate this. The main purpose of this van is for the ghetto viewers, shout out to my ghetto viewers, is to give them something that they can actually try a VR headset out. Maybe they actually can afford it and they don't live in the ghetto, which congratulations. To give them an experience that they can try and maybe they can invest in and buy one. But that's basically the point. So I had to make a couple ideas. One was a shop, one was just more with VRs, one was with a trailer. But I also had to think about what games I actually want to put in the van. And the main idea that I was throwing around is if I want the van to be specifically based on something like a shooter, VR game, or something like that, or maybe even a simulator, like a flight simulator, a driving simulator. Well, as all great entrepreneurs and all great inventors, I settled with the laziest option that was actually the most successful. So the whole van is basically just the van with a VR headset in it, and you can pick from the most popular VR games. Because why do you want to limit your van? Why would you want to limit your van? Why would you want to limit your van when it can be any game you want? That's not me being lazy. That's just the easiest way. It's the laziest way. Now, how will my van work? I basically told you the basic concept, but it's pretty simple. The van will be set up in some populated area, like a high street or something. But it's basically a queuing system. The line will be dependent on how many people. So if nobody comes and I cry myself to sleep, I don't know, because the person that gets in, maybe they'll never leave. Okay, now how does this van actually work? Ugh. This will be the person managing the actual van. So this guy managing the van, Batman, will then guard the inside. So he will basically manage a line of people. You will get managed by this guy, and if it's free, you get to go inside. But if it's not free, you've got to wait. I mean, that's just explaining how a line works. Now, if you try and vandalize the van, or if you try and get in when you shouldn't, never go in when you shouldn't, always wear protection. This will be you. Anyway, let's go see what actual people think of my van.
So, what do you think of this van, sir?
Yeah, I love this, you know. I just didn't know if my family was going to survive before this. No, I don't think it is a scheme to kidnap the poor, actually. I trust it.
Yeah, you know, I love this idea. I think I wouldn't survive without it.
Change my perspective on things. I just don't know if I'm gonna survive. Yeehaw! Rah! Good take. Is that a good take? Yep. Okay, we'll fucking cut. Okay. Well, that's my van. It's pretty simple when you think about it, but I think it's time for me to go. I've got to return to my people now. The rich, real slim. Okay. Oh. Okay. No, what do I pay you for, man? Stop the damn camera, man. Cut, man.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm here all week if you need free.
Yeah.